Hi guys, happy Sunday. Ooh, sorry for the shaky beginning. It is Sunday morning, and as you may hear, I'm sort of not in my typical quiet environment of Colorado. I'm actually away on my nerdcation. Yeah, my nerdcation. So every year, once a year, my husband and I go to a con. So much like Comic-Con, it is a con for sci-fi and all of pop culture and all of the things that I love and he loves and many of you guys love. But it's very crowded, so it's called Dragon Con. You can look that up because I'm not going to do all the technology to give you a link in the bottom of this video. But I'll put it in the comments or something. It's a really good time. It's 4 days, 5 hotels worth of people, all squished in. So if you've been to autism conferences, imagine autism conferences times 5. Needless to say, as you can hear, it's 10 o'clock in the morning, and this is how loud it is. At night, when these 80,000 people come together in their costumes and their fun and their alcohol, it is loud. I was going to try and make my way outside because this is supposed to be Sunday in the park with Becca. But since I couldn't get down in the crowded elevators, which, I don't know, maybe I'll try and catch one for you guys so you can see just how crowded they are. I decided to just walk down 2 floors to this beautiful plastic potted plant and simulate parkness because I didn't want to get trapped. So, I'm doing this video to talk about something that I'm having right now, and I thought, I didn't know what my topic of the video is every Sunday. I'm not going to decide, but what's on my mind this morning is my sensory hangover from yesterday. I don't know if you guys can hear, maybe I should hold the phone closer. I have like almost no voice. Thank goodness for vibes, I made it through, but it is exhausting, so I wanted to share with you guys kind of what it was like to get through last night till 2 o'clock in the morning, which is way off my routine and way off my schedule, but then also kind of what the next day feels like. What's the price that you pay for all that fun? So this morning I am indeed nursing a sensory hangover, so it's kind of like, well, it's like a regular hangover, I guess. If you've never had one, good for you. Except it doesn't really feel like the body flu. You don't quite feel like you're going to throw up all the time or that your whole body feels sick. For me, it's more that my whole body feels tired, and my brain feels foggy, and it's hard to kind of retrieve information. And also I just have a generalized like headache all over, which, you know, nothing can really make better. It's just a headache. It'll go away with time. If I was home, I would stay in dead silence for the entirety of today and not leave my house to sort of let my body recover. That's not kind of an option for me here. I don't go home till tomorrow, so I'll have to do lots of self-care when I get home. But yeah, it's sort of like I hung out with my friends and, you know, I had a great time and they were having fun and all of that stuff. But, you know, what I'm experiencing versus what they're experiencing is always so different. So to have to verbalize, like, I can't stand in this area anymore, that screaming girl over there is making her way through my vibes, it's really kind of complicated. It's still complicated at 42. And the more crowded a situation, the harder it becomes to communicate your needs. So Antonio and I have come up with a bunch of signals. I hold on to the back of his backpack whenever we walk through crowds. I always have my vibes with me. I have 2 or 3 fidgets in my bag all the time. I try to make sure I bring something with sugar, something sweet, so candy or gum or a drink. I always take water with me everywhere. Sunglasses, they go everywhere inside, because sometimes these lights up here, not my friends. And that's kind of it. It's sort of a lot of monitoring. Kelly Mahler, it's a lot of interoception monitoring to know where you're at. Do you need to eat? Because everything else is so loud out here, it's hard to hear in here. And the sensory hangover is kind of what you pay for that, for pushing yourself past your allotted spoon limits. Yeah, so that's what I'm feeling today. But I had an amazing time because the day before yesterday, as some of you may know, my adorable puppy named Walter is named after the character Walter Bishop on Fringe, and the actor John Noble from Fringe was here this year, and we got a great picture of him, and I got to give him a pair of Walter socks. So keep your eyes out looking on Twitter for John Doble tweeting his Walter socks. I also want to give you a quick old shot of my badge, just to let you know, you guys, because I'm really bad at this. I'm gonna have to edit this crap. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I should just like there it is. Okay, so right, I hope everybody saw the disability sticker. I do go down to every con and let them know that I have a disability, so when I go check in, if they do have disability services, hopefully they'll send me in that direction, and I can sort of at least have some kind of visual symbol that there may be a point where I don't have the words to explain my needs, but I can show a picture. It has the other side effect, which means that a lot of people question its validity, because I have to do a lot of explaining of the invisible disability versus a visible disability. But it's okay, because that's part of the education. It's just frustrating when you're the one who's really needing the help at that moment. But I wear it all the time. And the other thing that I have made a point to do this year, which I've never done before, which is to every day wear some kind of autism shirt so that my tribe can recognize me, and it worked. So any of you guys that saw me wearing my autism shirt or my autism extra spicy shirt or any of my neurodiversity shirts, and you waved and you high-fived and you said, yeah, I thought, woo, we're getting out there in the mainstream, and it was really nice to see my tribe and be able to recognize each other for the first time. So yay to all the other autistics that made it through Dragon Con. I hope you had a really, really good time. You guys, I will see you in a real park in Colorado, not in a hotel floor here, next week. But I hope you enjoyed this sort of weird, exhausted Becca version of Sunday in the Park with Becca. See you next week, you guys. Love you.